You deserve to fall into a deep, healing sleep, and it all begins with a calm sleep story. You're listening to The Christmas Tree Farm, a bedtime story for grown-ups that will conjure warm, fuzzy feelings as you close your eyes and journey to a magical getaway. During the busy holiday season, you spent a night at a Christmas tree farm in rural Pennsylvania. With your beloved dog, you walk through rows of uncut evergreens as an observer of holiday memories made by visitors who have traveled near and far. A horse-drawn sleigh, whimsical holiday drinks, and caroling create a festive atmosphere. Beneath the glow of holiday lights, your mind drifts to visions of winter that soothe you most. Come nightfall, you retreat to a farm cottage as snow begins to fall. Nestled by a crackling fire, you fall into a deep sleep. It's time to dream away. I'd like to welcome you to Michelle's Sanctuary. I am Michelle, and as you listen, think of me as a dear friend and fun-loving guide. I hope to make you feel the most relaxed and safest you have felt today. My words and the story are intended to remind you that while you cannot control all the details of a chaotic world, you can use your imagination to create an inner palace and sanctuary each night. The holiday season may not always play out the way you desire or deserve in your waking life, but right now, you can create an experience that caters to all your holiday yearnings. You have the innate gift to self-soothe by directing your thoughts towards blissful settings as you drift between the worlds of wakefulness and sleep. Never forget this power you have. Customize as you listen, and let go of my voice at any point you want to fall asleep. Feel empowered to adjust each moment to what feels right for you. You deserve to feel catered to right now. If something does not align with this serene journey, then simply let it go. You get to decide what is important to you as you settle into your bed. Take a moment and feel gratitude for this special place that is yours to unwind. Your eyelids are like shutters on a window. Once closed, you are safe from the outside world to surrender in your inner world. Your mind drifts to your coziest thoughts, to fluffy scarves and mittens warmed atop a hissing radiator, downy blankets, crackling fires, steamy drinks, and cuddling indoors as snow falls outside. In this moment for peace, let your mind drift to any aspect of winter or the holiday season that makes you feel good. As these thoughts light up your mind like colorful holiday lights strung together, let out an audible sigh. Surrender. Sink into your bed. Feel good simply because you can. Relax your lips. Feel the energy that flows through your body, slowing down as you wind down. Inhale the healing night air through your lips or nose. Whatever feels best. Oxygen molecules travel throughout your body as messengers that it is okay to feel good. They inform your nerve cells to stand down. Open your mouth and yawn, and sigh as you exhale. Recognize how good it feels to yawn and sigh all you want. No one is here to comment or dissuade you. You are free to embrace sleepiness. Inhale slowly, expanding your belly to its utmost capacity. Your lungs inflate, and you take up all the space you want. You can even stretch your arms and legs out like a star. Open your mouth and yawn, and as you exhale in a sigh, your body becomes heavy and settles into the comforts of your bed. Enjoy one more round of this relaxing practice as you inhale, yawn, and sigh. Find stillness and notice how much more relaxed you feel now than moments ago. As we proceed, you will become more and more comfortable and at peace. It's time for the story to begin. You find yourself in another time and place. Not so long ago that life is glaringly different, but long enough back through the decades, when everyone's hands are free of devices linking them to a constant stream of information. You travel to a time when everyone is more present in the moment as it unfolds. You stand beneath a hand-carved wooden sign, posted atop two pointed logs that pierce the sky like sharpened pencils. The sign reads, Great Pines Christmas Tree Farm, located in the outskirts of Reading, Pennsylvania, surrounded by the snow-capped peaks of Neversink Mountain and the ever-winding Schuylkill River. The farm has the pioneer spirit of the Daniel Boone homestead not far away. A 19th century home overlooks sprawling acres of evergreen trees. The shake siding of the rustic main house looks like gingerbread shingles coated in icing. A family of 4 resides in the home and opens the farm to the public to host festive engagements on December weekends. Douglas fir, blue spruce, Fraser fir, and Scotch pine trees dapple the rolling hills caked in sparkling white snow. Pale gray clouds slither across the blue sky as the late afternoon sun breaks through with streams of golden promise. The air is cold, though not quite biting. It is invigorating enough to make your nose tingle. It may not be your standard attire, but you dress in a heavy red and green plaid flannel coat over a thick sweater, thermals, and well-worn jeans. Fuzzy socks keep your feet warm beneath boots laced up to your shins. The rubber soles of your boots crunch on a sparkling blanket of snow, compacted by the footprints of children and adults, the hoofprints of horses and deer, and the paw prints of bunnies and dogs. Your beloved dog stands at your side, as eager to explore the farm as you are. Everything about the tree farm and this moment in time feel wholesome and welcoming. Some may even find it a bit cheesy or maudlin, but given the world's potential for darkness, on this December day, even the most cynical visitors embrace their visit with a glint of hope in their eyes. The safety felt within the chocolate-brown wooden fences of the farm makes one realize that only an unhealed soul, afraid of feeling loved and tended to, would reject the joyous wonders found in each acre of discovery. All problems fade away at the tree farm, not deserving of attention when there is so much fun to be had. Trucks and station wagons fill the parking lot as families and couples maneuver their trees and tether them in the pickup beds and atop car roofs with ropes and bungee cords. Flurries fall, dancing in the sunlight like fairy dust, swept away by a wintry breeze. You take in a deep breath and can smell the clean snow and the aromatic citrus, woody, and sweet earthy notes of Fraser fir and blue spruce trees. Holiday music plays through loudspeakers strung from vintage lampposts placed throughout the property. Jazzy, soulful renditions of Christmas songs with their analog crackle are as comforting as a whispering wind in the forest. Visitors gather around a weather-worn scarlet woodshed that serves holiday confections and warm drinks and is where people pay for their trees. Mulled cider with floating cinnamon sticks and infused hot chocolate with clouds of whipped cream keep their hands warm and fill the air with sweet, intoxicating smells. The female proprietor serves guests as she balances her young blonde son on her hip. Her toddler smiles widely. His cheeks and lips are as red as maraschino cherries. You approach the kind woman to inform her you rented the farm cottage for the night. Her smile broadens as she greets you by name and says the cottage will be ready in an hour, but you are free to leave your bag behind the counter and enjoy the festivities. Her assistant wears a floppy red, white, and green striped elf hat and asks if you would like something to drink. You order your favorite hot beverage, enhanced with seasonal flavors that appeal most to you. He then offers a cane-shaped dog treat for your pup, who politely sits and waits for their reward. You step outside the shed and take a sip of the steamy drink. Your breath condenses in the cold, yet with each inhale, you savor the feeling of the wintry air. The briskness purifies your lungs with each intake. People gather around a stone fire pit to roast marshmallows and warm their hands. Some have already cut down their trees and secured them to their cars, while others imbibe and prepare for the adventurous search and tree cutting to come. The 12-year-old daughter of the owners sits on the porch of the main house overlooking the farm. Her flaxen hair shines beneath a wool cap as she strums the guitar and pens a song in her slightly crumpled notebook. The magic of the tree farm feeds an artist's mind. She goes mostly unnoticed by the visitors. Her voice and strumming are softly buried beneath the cordial conversations and pops and crackles of the bonfire. But there she is, an observer who notices every detail and frames it in a song that may one day bring the enchantment of the Christmas tree farm to listeners around the world. As you revel in the winter wonderland with your pup, you try your best to be an observer. You set an intention to focus on the most appealing and soothing offerings of each moment. You aim to collect memories that will sparkle and inspire long after you leave the farm. Around each corner, you encounter another treasure. A holiday tree adorned with hand-painted ornaments crafted throughout the season, dons strands of silver tinsel that reflect the sun. So many things reflect and sparkle on the cusp of the winter solstice. The times of light are so sparse, yet these short hours are seemingly more brilliant than any other time of year. You peruse the ornaments, some shaped like stars, others like diamonds, some round, some triangular. Some are splattered with paint and glitter, made by young tykes who unintentionally mimicked the work of Jackson Pollock. A diverse array of handwriting samples in glittering gold and silver ink are on the back of every ornament. The handwritten words reveal favorite things and holiday wishes from those who created them, along with their names and ages. Some are funny, some are sentimental. Riley 6 wrote he was thankful to cut down his first tree, and he wished his sister would stop being a brat. On the back of a beautiful landscape painting depicting the farm, Mara and Jose wrote they were grateful to get engaged at the farm and wished for a wonderful year together. On the back of a candy cane ornament, a 5-year-old wrote that she was thankful for peppermint hot chocolate and wished everyone in the world would be more kind. Her grandmother, 75, wished for exactly the same thing and was most grateful for her granddaughter. Kayla, 11, wished for a bucket of glitter to make the winter months more sparkly. You smile and look to the very top of the 14-foot tree, adorned in gratefulness and wishes. You imagine a world where all these simple things were never taken for granted, and all these wishes came true. You think about what you would write on an ornament, the things that fill you with gratitude dance across your mind. Your lips turn up in a smile of appreciation. These blessings strung together like vibrantly colored Christmas paper chains that wrap around a tree. You inhale deeply and sip from your drink, savoring the silky sweetness that flows down your throat and warms you. You look at the silver and white twinkling star on the top of the tree and make a wish for yourself. Whatever you wish for, you know that you are worthy and deserving of it. You know that you are enough. You have done your very best, and you still are doing the best you can as you learn and grow and experience life from behind the eyes of someone you understand most. Sleigh bells jingle, and your dog excitedly hops up and perks their ears in the direction of the sound. They tug at the leash, and you follow, to be led to a shiny candy red apple sleigh led by 2 strong horses. A young man dressed in Dickensian-era attire guides the horses to a stop. He sees your excited pup and laughs and waves his arm, asking if the 2 of you would like a ride around the farm. Your pup doesn't give much time for you to answer, and the animal leads you to the base of the sleigh. The young coachman helps you into the sleigh, and you sink into the velvety cushion. Your dog cuddles next to you and looks eagerly out onto the rows of uncut trees. A prismatic dusting of snow crystals on forest and minty green pine needles reflects the last orange gold light of the day as the sun slips beyond a horizon of rolling hills. The light pours through wispy, barren branches of deciduous trees that will glow in white holiday lights when the sun disappears. The workhorses take off, and the sleigh rolls over a path of powdery snow. You watch a family of 5 drag an enormous Fraser fir tree across the snow. They pause to wave at the sleigh, using the moment to catch their breaths. Powdery flakes scatter in the breeze and land on your face and lips. They cover your dog's furry coat and begin to melt. The coachman introduces himself as Douglas and offers you a thick blanket to cover your legs. Your dog nestles beneath the blanket alongside you. You appreciate the added warmth, as comfortable as one could be on this winter day. The horses lead the sleigh around the perimeter of the tree farm. The last visitors of the day select and saw down their trees. An independent woman proudly strikes her axe into a tree trunk, and the blade gets stuck. She laughs in disbelief, but takes the challenge in stride. After a few tugs on the handle, she looks at you and Douglas. The sleigh comes to a stop, and Douglas hops out to help. He removes a saw from the front seat. You tell your pup to stay and get down as well to assist. At first, the blade refuses to budge. The wooden handle is as rigid as the trunk, and with effort it wiggles a little at a time. The three of you take turns giving your best effort when finally the axe comes free, and you all laugh in relief. The woman borrows the saw to finish cutting the tree, grateful for your help, yet also proud she finished the job she set out to do. Douglas offers to tie the tree to the back of the sleigh and give her a ride to the woodshed. She happily agrees. Once the tree is secured, the three of you board the sleigh, and your pup nestles between you and the woman. The sweet dog sniffs at her, rubbing their wet nose against her cheek, and she lovingly scratches their neck in return. As you round the bend, the sun is long gone. Vintage lampposts and golden holiday lights wrapped around the fence illuminate the path back to the woodshed. The distant sound of carolers travels on the nippy air of twilight. Lavender gray clouds lay low in the sky as flurries fall. You lean back into the sleigh to rest your head on its smooth edge. You look up as snowflakes fall on your lashes, and sleigh bells jingle louder as the sleigh moves faster. The moment feels unexpected, familiar, and so very welcome. You feel connected to these new souls who happen to cross your path. They remind you that life is full of surprise connections that may enhance your life in ways you never expected. The horses lead the way, confident and strong. They circle around the back of a barn that is covered in holiday lights and boughs of holly. They return you to the woodshed, where the last of the visitors pay for their trees. Carolers dressed in Victorian attire stand in front of the shed, joined by the owner's daughter to sing classic tunes, bringing warm wishes for the holidays. They hold flickering tapered candles that drip into paper sleeves. The tiny orange flames reflect on the snow, and the shadows of the carolers loom behind them. You and your dog sit in an Adirondack chair by the fire and listen to the melodic songs that echo throughout the rolling hills. The owner approaches you to say your room is ready whenever you wish to settle, and your bags are there waiting for you. She hands you the keys and points to the path that leads behind the main home. She offers to take you if you feel more comfortable, but you insist you are fine to find it on your own. You listen to one last song, enchanted by the voices and camaraderie of villagers who come to celebrate each year and sing along. The owner's daughter sings a solo and strums along the chords on her guitar. Firelight illuminates her golden hair, and a halo forms around her windswept tresses. Her voice is youthful and captivating. With time and practice, it will only grow stronger, and perhaps one day become the voice of a generation. You recognize that when you focus on the potential in others, you give space for the potential in you. Sleepiness takes hold, her song like a lullaby that makes you long for the comforts of the farmhouse cottage. Your pup is almost asleep, their bleary eyes half closed when you stand up. They stir and then eagerly stand and follow. The snow falls heavier, and nearing the longest night of the year, you have a natural inclination to fall asleep earlier than you normally would. The cold, fresh air, the physical activity, and the cozy allure of the cottage conspire to make you feel both content and deeply tired. You follow a snow-dusted flagstone path that winds around the gingerbread-like home to a small stone cottage dressed in icy blue holiday lights. A wreath hangs on each window, strung from velvet sapphire ribbons. Electric candles illuminate each sill. A fire roars in the main room, its orange marmalade light pouring out of the 8 paned windows to beckon you into the warm dwelling. You ascend the gray stone steps to a porch and unlock the blue front door. It squeaks as it opens into the living room, decorated like a holiday home straight out of a storybook. You unleash your pup and they run into the living room. The smells of cinnamon sticks, boughs of pine, a Christmas tree, burning wood, and the stone walls come together in a fragrance that will always bring you back to this moment in time. You imagine so many other people before you have experienced these smells and the warmth of this cottage for more than a century. It was once the only cottage on the property, long before the main home was built. The interior is imperfectly perfect. The not-so-even walls rise to wooden crossbeams cloaked in tiny lights. A mistletoe hangs above the fireplace, where countless kisses have been exchanged over time. The glowing warmth of the room offers angelic beauty. Your breath catches when you realize all this exists just for you, and you deserve to enjoy every splendorous moment of comfort and holiday cheer to be found in this cottage. The perimeters of each window pane are etched in lace-like snow crystals that reflect light. Whimsical items collected throughout the ages are perched in nooks and on shelves around the cottage. Large globes and antique glass ornaments decorate the tree. A half-dozen snow globes sit on a mantel decked in ivy. Vintage red and ivory stockings hang above the stone fireplace. A cuckoo clock hangs on the wall and resembles Santa's village. And on the hours throughout the day, Kris Kringle pops out of the front door as it came upon a midnight clear softly plays. You wander to the kitchen, where a gift basket brims with baked goods and fruit. A welcome note reads, "Christmas is the season for kindling the fire of hospitality. Washington Irving." We hope you enjoy your stay. Your dog sits at your heels and wags their tail, so you tend to them first. You fill a metal bowl with cold water from the faucet and place it on the floor. You remove a Ziploc bag of food from your weekender bag and fill another bowl. They eagerly lap up the cold mountain-fed water and proceed to eat their dinner. You enjoy some of the flaky seasonal baked goods made from old Pennsylvanian recipes. Hints of sugar and spice linger on your tongue. Feeling satiated, you gather your bag and go to the bedroom to change into flannel pajamas. Your dog follows closely behind you. Light gray and beige stone walls surround a canopy bed. The bedroom is as festive as the rest of the cottage, and a small holiday tree sits in the corner of the room. A crimson velvet comforter with medallions sewn in with gold thread covers the thick mattress. A fire burns in a stone fireplace, smaller than the one in the main room. You retreat to a small bathroom to brush your teeth and prepare for bed. Each step makes you more and more tired, yearning for the softness of the canopy bed. When you return to the room, you find your dog asleep on a rug by the fire. Snow dances outside the window, and you turn off the holiday lights and candles. You peel back the heavy comforter and climb atop the bed, your head sinking into the pillows. The crisp cotton sheets smell as fresh as the mountain air. You inhale deeply and sigh, soaking in the serenity of the moment. Your eyes close, and you find yourself drifting between worlds, savoring the precious comforts of the cottage, while welcoming the gentle waves of sleep that flow over you as you go in between worlds, letting go, drifting down, down, down. The kindness and the simple moments on the tree farm usher you from one dreamscape to the next, finding rest, finding repose, finding solace, finding sleep. it's time to dream away.